Hi students, today we are going to see about the AC excitation, transformer as a magnetically coupled circuit, transformer construction and principle. So first of all we will see AC excitation, AC operation of magnetic circuits. For example, establishing a magnetic field, energy must be spent, though no energy is required to maintain it. Take an example of exciting coils of an electromagnet. The energy supplied to it is spent in two ways. Part of it goes to meet I square R loss and part of it goes to create flux. So, this is similar to the potential energy of a raised weight. When a mass m is raised through a height of h, potential energy stored in it is mgh. Work is done in raising the mass, but once raised to a certain height, no further expenditure of energy is required to maintain in that position. This mechanical potential energy can be recovered, so can be the electrical energy stored in the magnetic field. Now let us see transformer as a magnetically coupled circuit. In this diagram, we can see that magnetic core is there, then the primary winding is there and secondary winding there. So two winding transformer where R1 and R2 are the primary and secondary winding resistances. The primary current I1 into the dotted terminal produces core flux phi21. So leakage flux is tell as phi1. So total flux is nothing but the core flux and leakage flux. So phi1 plus phi21. Now we will see the transformer construction. Transformer is a static piece of apparatus by which voltage can be stepped up or down with the frequency kept as constant. The voltage can be raised or lowered in a circuit but with a potential increase or decrease in the current rating. Now in the figure we can see the laminated magnetic iron core. In this, a primary winding is there which is having N1 turns and a secondary winding is there which is having N2 turns. When a primary is excited by an AC supply, the magnetic flux induced in the primary will link with secondary winding as explained by Faraday's law. When a load is given to secondary winding, it will induce a current in the secondary winding. Now let us see the types of transformers. There are two kinds of transformers. One is core type transformer, other is shell type transformer. So this is the core type transformer, this is the shell type transformer. In a core type transformer, winding surrounding the most of the core. Winding is surrounding most of the core, that is the low voltage windings are placed nearer to the core as it is the easiest to insulate. In the shell-type transformer, the core surrounds considerable portion of the windings. So these are the two types of transformers. So now let us see the transformer parts. In the diagram you can see a tank is there, transformer tank. In that transformer oil is filled. Here the core is there, then the windings are there. Here a conservator is there. From that a breather is there. In that silica gel is there. So first of all we will see tanks. Tank is a special housing platform must be provided for transformers. Usually the device is placed in tightly fitted sheet metal tanks filled with special insulating oil. Radiator, bushing and Buchholz relay, it is not shown in the figure. The radiator, the tank of the liquid filled with transformers often has radiators through which liquid coolant circulates by natural convention. Then next is the bushing. Large transformers are provided with high voltage insulated bushings made of polymers or porcelain. Next we will see Buchholz relay. Buchholz relay is a safety device which is generally used in the large oil immersed transformers. It is a type of oil and gas actuated protection relay. Next, we can see the core. Core is made of transformer sheet steel laminations. So these sheet steel laminations should have high permeability and low hysteresis loss. Now we will see the conservator. What is the purpose of it? When transformer is loaded and when ambient temperature rises, the volume of the oil inside the transformer increases. A conservator tank of transformer provides adequate space to the expanded transformer oil. Next is breather. The function of breather in transformer is to filter out the moisture from air. Breather consists of silica gel which absorbs moisture from air. Then transformer oil. This oil is needed to circulate through the device and cool the coils. It is also responsible for providing additional insulation. Now let us see the transformer working. A transformer has primary and secondary windings. Both coils have high mutual inductance. A mutual EMF is induced in the transformer from alternating flux that is set up in the laminated core due to the coil that is connected to the source of alternating voltage. Most of the alternating flux is developed by the coil is linked with the other coil and thus produce mutual induced EMF. So this mutual induced EMF can be explained by Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction E is equal to m into di by dt. If the secondary coil of the circuit is closed, then a current flows through it. Thus, electrical energy is transferred magnetically from first coil to the second coil.